Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to do a video for Sakura, so we will continue with the Sserafim. In this individual reading, for those of you that may have forgotten how these ones go, we are going to check 4 different sections for Sakura, which will be her current energy, her career, her love life, and any healing messages that come through. I hope you guys like this reading, and let's get on with it. So let's take out 3 cards to figure out how is Sakura currently doing. We have the Lovers, the Nine of Swords reverse, the Hermit reverse, and then the Knight of Swords. So I said 3 cards, and of course that did not happen. It tends to be like that sometimes. So first of all, we have a lot of air energy and a lot of Mercurian energy. So we have Gemini energy with the Lovers and the Knight of Swords, and then we have Virgo with the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords, of course, is air energy. For those of you that do not know, Gemini is also air energy, and both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. That's why I mean that we have a lot of Mercurian energy, and that's why I said that we have a lot of air energy, meaning that communication, ideas, thoughts, and intellect are all, like, I guess the biggest part or the most important thing that Sakura's focusing on right now. Like, that's the thing that's taking up the most space in her mind. So with the Lovers, there is this sense of, yeah, I could be talking about love and romance, but I'm actually seeing this as what happens after the Hierophant, which is card number 5, and the Lovers is card number 6. So it's a card that goes right after. So with the Hierophant, which is card number 5, goes before the Lovers, is a card that usually talks about becoming part of a group, joining like some sort of organization, becoming a bit more structured, and going into something that already has a set of rules. And the Lovers is supposed to be the card that goes right after that, that is someone that is trying to figure out what they believe in, what they do not believe in. Someone that's basically finally understanding what rings true to them and what is just part of an organization or what's just the idea of other people, right? So it's basically someone kind of becoming more true to themselves. And I do feel that right now that is what Sakura is mainly focusing on right now. She is trying to discern what is it that she truly believes in and what is something that has been instilled within her because of her environment and her surroundings. So with the Lovers, usually one of the key words that come with this card is opportunity. So I have a feeling that she has had a lot of opportunities of self-discovery and understanding herself a bit better, and because of that she is reaching this point or this path where she is being, I guess, more independent of sorts. Now the card that we have after the Lovers is the Nine of Swords. So to me, the Nine of Swords talks about someone that is waking up from a nightmare. It could be because of stress, overthinking, or something's just not really going well. So in this case, this card being reversed is actually very good. It kind of shows that right now Sakura is kind of opening up her eyes, working through her worst nightmares, and in a way facing her fears. So with this card being reversed, it could mean that she's kind of coming out of that. And I do feel that another card that supports this idea is actually the Hermit reversed. So the Hermit upright usually talks about someone that is going into isolation for self-discovery, and it's someone that is going on a journey of shadow work, usually. Someone that is seeing the sides of themselves that they did not want to see previously. It's going through a journey on their own to figure out who they are as an individual, what is it that they believe in, what is it that they want to go through as in like a journey or life mission. And the Hermit is this Virgo energy in the sense of someone that is actually putting their ideas together, organizing the life, restructuring themselves, but under the idea of who they are and who they want to be, and finally finding a goal for themselves. So that's where I mean like life mission or life purpose. So with this card being reversed, one of the things that this could mean is that right now Sakura is in a state where she's kind of coming out of her cocoon. She is slowly leaving that period of isolation, right? And in this period of isolation, she discovered a lot about what she really wants out of life, what her passions are, what her own ideas are, and also figuring out how she may want to go about them, right? And I'm saying that because the card that came with the Hermit is the Knight of Swords. before I get to the Knight of Swords, I do have to point out that the Hermit is number 9 and the Nine of Swords is, of course, number 9. And if you think about the way that the numbers work in tarot, number 9s are supposed to be approaching the end of a cycle. Because after number 9, we have number 10, which is both the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new chapter. So in this case, what I'm trying to get at is that Sakura is slowly reaching a place in her life where she is finally wrapping things up and figuring out herself a bit better, and again figuring out where she wants to go from there. So she is just closing chapters, closing cycles, writing her conclusion on things, and because of that she's reaching this point where is this Knight of Swords, which talks about someone that feels confident, someone that is ready to take action. It is a mutable sign. Well, basically we have a lot of mutable energy, which mutable energy in astrology talks about change and transformation. It is an energy that goes with the flow. It is an energy or a state of being of someone that is ready for change and is ready to adapt and adjust to whatever is coming. So with this Knight of Swords, we have someone, in this case Sakura, who is ready to take on the world, feels confident about the actions that she's taking. She's moving very quickly, so either opportunities are popping up and coming very quickly for her, or she feels so confident that she is ready to just go full force into this new chapter of her life. And I do feel that since we have a lot of air energy, this kind of shows that she is having a lot of shifts with her mentality, with her beliefs, with her own ideas. And this is all affecting not only the view that she has of herself and how she is going on about with her life, but also this is changing her idea of what actions to take to achieve those goals. I do feel that this could also be opening doors for her or opening up her perspective and allowing her to see this bigger picture and allowing her to be more ambitious, having this ability to believe that she's able to take on the whole world and do everything she wants to do. So there is this sense of she is slowly coming into herself, getting out of her cocoon and jumping into this new journey with full confidence. So let's go on to the second section of her reading, which is her career. Well, my sister literally stopped me and was like, I think you're saying her name wrong. And now you're like, am I? And then she literally put like a bunch of videos of her saying her name. So I'm sorry. Anyway, this is important because I was about to say I have popped out the special boys. So these cards are from an anime. I bet some of you are able to recognize it right away. And this is from Cardcaptor Sakura. Did I say it right this time? Anyway, let's figure out what's going on with Sakura's career. I hope I'm saying it right now. I am so sorry if my Spanish brain came out, and that's why I'm saying it wrong, I guess. Anywho, so what is going on with her career? So we have create with a book. And right now I'm trying to remember when this book popped up. And then we have Balsamic Moon with a time for healing, Full Moon in Gemini, which is another, this is the third time Gemini pops up, with the answers you need are coming. For whatever reason, I was going to flip the words. So clearly one of the things that she's mainly focusing on, or what we saw earlier with her current energy, with these new beliefs and these changes and these shifts in her mentality and her ideas and her approach on things, seems like it's coming because of her career, or that's where I guess that area of her life is what is going to be changing the most. So again, we have more Gemini energy. It kind of feels like with these two faces that she has reached this point where whatever she could not see, all of a sudden she's having like either an epiphany or a better understanding of her situation within her career. And now she has a better idea of how things are working, how she as an individual works and what she desires and what she wants, and reaching this point of consensus of like how can she merge whatever it is that she wants as an individual and adapt that with how her environment within the industry works. With a time of healing, there is this sense of like whatever's changing has been a whole healing process for her, and all of the things that are happening are kind of like the aftermath or a consequence of all her healing, which I do believe is the main theme in her reading, because she did have the Hermit, and I did talk about shadow work and stuff, which is a form of healing and change. Now, the other oracle card that she got was Create, and this is a book. So this makes me think of one of the things that she may have done is journaling. Another thing that I feel could change or affect in her career is her schedule. Her schedule might be affected because I'm thinking of someone that writes. But yeah, I'm imagining someone that has a notebook where they have like a whole schedule and is like writing like, oh, this thing and this other thing. Oh, we should shift this schedule with this other one so everything fits in smoothly. But I'm also getting that she may have done some journaling of her own, or like I'm also getting like a manifestation book. And what I mean by that is someone that writes down their goals, their wishes, their dreams, and their intentions. So this could have definitely helped her create this new focus of sorts. Like by writing it down, it makes it easier for her to remember her goal and stay focused on whatever it is that she wants to do. But let's get a little bit more tarot to get some more information on what is going on with her career. Well, that was kind of quick. So we have the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups reversed. So with these two energies, it kind of feels that Sakura has reached this new version of herself where she is paying attention to how she feels with her emotions. She is paying attention to the ways that she is limiting herself from reaching this happily ever after. Because the Ten of Cups upright usually talks about a fairy tale, a happy ever after, being emotionally satisfied, reaching a conclusion, reaching a goal, or achieving something big, and like reaching the end of a chapter or the end of a cycle, because it's a number 10. Now, with it being reversed, I usually see this as someone that doesn't believe they can get their happily ever after, or someone that feels like it's unobtainable or it's very hard to reach that point. So with this card being right here underneath the King of Cups, it kind of shows that one of the main things, or one of the biggest shifts that is going on with her career, is that right now she's trying to figure out how can she emotionally satisfy herself within her career and feel like she is fulfilling whatever goals she has in mind in a state that rings true to her heart. Now, the other thing that I'm kind of sensing as well is that she is trying to rely a little bit more with her heart and trying to do things that resonate with her feelings, with her emotions, things that make her actually feel happy, make her feel fulfilled in a sense that can go beyond success, go beyond numbers, and can go beyond doing a good job, right? This is reaching a point where she actually feels like she is doing what she has always felt was right for her. So right now her career is shifting, and one of the ways that she has been healing herself is by trying to rely a little bit more on her heart, trying to do what feels right for her and what she emotionally feels called out to do. And she's creating and manifesting this new lifestyle, I guess work style, because this is in terms of her career. So things are definitely changing. Her way of thinking is changing to one where she honors and acknowledges her emotions, her intuition, and also honoring her creativity. Now that we have all of this Cups energy, because Cups talks about spirituality, emotions, and creativity as well. So putting this with Create, with this book, I wonder if she also has maybe a notebook or a book where she not only writes her dreams and what her goals are, like whatever she wants to manifest. I have a feeling that she may also have a notebook where she puts down her creative ideas that she would like to express or work towards materializing in her career. So maybe concepts, designs, dance steps, maybe even lyrics. I don't really know what she's leaning towards doing, or what is it that she may be creatively working on specifically, but whatever that is probably been written down. She has a place for it. Now, let's go on to the third section of her reading and figure out what is going on with her love life. Sure. So we have Wave, we have the other possible Gemini card that could have come out in this deck, which is New Moon in Gemini, communication is key. If I am correct, she is not a Gemini. But with this wave card and this communication is key, one of the main things that I'm getting from her in her love life is that, again, there is this sense of having a balance between water and air. So being able to communicate how someone feels, or being able to express not only through words but also through thoughts and beliefs, like it's all connected and it translates smoothly, and like whatever her ideas are, they match whatever her heart is feeling. And again, working together, like connecting the heart and the mind. So I wonder if this is some sort of self-love, self-care, and self-acceptance of sorts. We do have a lot of blue on her reading. I'm looking at the oracle that she has gotten, so that makes me think that in her love life she's reaching let me clarify. Even though I'm talking about love life, I do feel that this doesn't really have to do with romance or a romantic relationship with somebody else. I do feel that this has to do with self-love, self-growth, and again, self-acceptance, right? So there is a sense of accepting her intuition, following it, going with the flow. I'm saying that because of this wave card. Also, with the word wave, I'm getting two songs. One is a scandal song, which I think that is, I read the lyrics of it once. I think the name of the song is, it's something wave, but the song talks about being free, like a girl that is just trying to be themselves, be free, and go with the flow. And then the other song that I'm thinking is a 17 song, also called Wave. And the 17 one is also talking about someone that wants to be free, someone that wants to kind of stop and kind of separate themselves from the busy life, from, the city and just humanity, and kind of just being themselves type of thing, right? So breaking free is the theme here. That's all I'm getting at. With that in mind, and this communication is key, I do feel that this love section, again, it's not romantic, is about self-love and healing. Healing her way of thinking, the way she views herself, the way that she approaches life. Those are all things that she's working on. Look at the tarot for this section. The first card that came out is the Eight of Pentacles reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse. So she already got a match. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So there is this energy that in her love life, one of the things that she's working on is learning how to genuinely take a break from work and being able to focus on herself. When you have the Queen of Cups reverse, we are talking about someone or an energy of an individual that is trying to, again, be more nurturing to themselves, being able to mother themselves in this sense of nurturing and growing again, and being caring and kind to oneself, again, loving themselves. It's an energy of whatever the Queen of Cups represents is being internalized when it's reversed. So there is this sense of being caring, being kind, being accepting, loving, understanding, and emotionally available. Also being this sense of being empathetic. So I do feel that the type of love that Sakura is mainly focusing on is being able to nurture herself, understand herself better, and in exchange being kind to herself. So one of the things that I'm getting is patience. So having the patience that sometimes she needs a break, understanding that she is human, that work is not everything. This Eight of Pentacles reverse makes me think of someone that understands the value of rest, that in order to get work done, sometimes someone needs to actually put their work down and recharge. So I do feel that's one of the main things that she has worked on, feeling no guilt for resting, feeling no guilt for taking time for herself, and in exchange, in like putting her work down once in a while to be able to focus on herself. That seems to be like the main thing for her love life. That's something that she's working on and something that she's learning to accept because she's learning how to communicate and how to be more in tune with herself. But let's reach the last section of her reading, which is her healing messages. We have the koi fish spirit reversed with there is always enough. The second card is the seahorse spirit with watch and wait. There is a sense of being patient. Ow. And the last card is the rhino spirit with overcome any obstacle. So there is a common theme here of being patient, taking her time, having the ability to just kind of retreat a little bit from her goals to see the full picture or understand where she's standing. Now, with the koi fish spirit reverse and there's always enough, this kind of shows that one of her biggest issues or one of the biggest things that she kind of had to focus on and work on was understand that just because she's not actively chasing after her dreams doesn't mean that she's not going to accomplish it. Doesn't mean that her opportunities are just gonna fade, go away and like evaporate or like become bubbles or just kind of like float away, right? They're not going to magically disappear. This is a message that pops up a lot, not necessarily with other like K-pop idols that I've read for, but that's something that I usually hear about quite often, is the idea that what's meant for you will find its way to you. You're not missing opportunities just because you're taking a break. You're not missing opportunities just because you took the wrong path or whatever, right? Whatever's yours will always be yours. It will always find its way back to you. But yeah, with there is always enough, it kind of shows like the koi fish spirit is trying to deliver this message of don't feel guilty for the opportunities and the good things that are coming your way. You're not stealing it from somebody else. You're not taking somebody else's chance or somebody else's opportunity. That was hers and nobody else's. So I wonder if sometimes she feels like things are too good to be true, or sometimes she wonders if her success is somebody else's failure, and she shouldn't see it that way. Whatever her success is, it's just hers. She doesn't have to, if somebody else didn't get that opportunity because she got it, well, that is a lesson for that person to continue working hard or to start figuring out a different path for them. So that's kind of like baggage that she needs to release, I guess. With the seahorse spirit, we have watch and wait. So that makes me think of someone that needs to have patience. And I'm getting patience with opportunities to come in for projects to manifest, but also patience with herself. Having the patience that healing takes time, patience that the results of her healing will also take time to show, and the patience that sometimes it doesn't matter how much she pushes herself to make her dreams come true. If her body needs to rest, or if she needs to overcome a mental obstacle of sorts, like a limiting belief or some negativity or some short sight on whatever her goals are, life will stop her and she can't rush that process because it naturally takes time to change someone's way of thinking. And in this case, it will be her way of thinking. So she has a limiting belief of, oh, I didn't know it was possible to do X, Y, and Z. Then it's going to take some time for her to see how other people are able to do what she didn't think was possible, and then being able to believe that she can make it possible for herself. It takes time. The last card that we have right here is a rhino spirit with overcome any obstacles. So combining that with the seahorse spirit, I do feel that she sometimes just needs to be patient for obstacles to get off her path. Like sometimes she doesn't have to overcome this obstacle. Sometimes she just has to wait for it to like move on its own. One of the things that I'm thinking is like there are opportunities or projects that don't pan out, and it's not necessarily her fault. It's sometimes just that it was not the right time, or it didn't have the right people, or there is just something that was a bit off, and she just kind of has to wait for the universe to take care of that, to allow for kind of like orchestrate all the pieces to come into place in order for her goals to manifest the way that they're meant to be manifested and kind of like come out. And she doesn't have to like worry herself too much and making it happen. It will just happen. That's one of the things about destiny and fate. The good thing about it is that there's nothing you can do to mess it up. And the bad thing about it is that just like you can't mess it up, there's nothing you can do to rush the process, right? So that is destiny and fate at works here. So anyway, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And I apologize for saying her name wrong for like the first like 10 minutes of this video. I wonder if I also said her name wrong previously in the group reading for Sserafim. But yeah, I hope we are able to go past that, because I will have that. It's gonna eat me alive. But I hope you guys like this reading anyway, for its content, for its substance, and all the information that you have heard from this. I hope that everything turns out well for her and that she continues with her healing, because this is something that will definitely pan out in the future. It will definitely give her a lot more confidence, a lot more of a like stable foundation to stand on and do whatever it is that she wants to do in life. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Love and healing from my part to you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.